In some occasions, you don't want to use Materia to create additional geometry. You can just simply apply the real snow shader directly to an existing primitive surface. So in this case, I'm going to get the real snow material from the Materia product folder and apply it to my plane primitive. I'm going to switch to array preview, and we already come out with a snowy terrain. Okay, so this works just out of the box. If you go to the surface properties, we can alter several aspects. One important is the noise scale, because the snow shader basically mix two noise layers, a large scale noise layer 1 and a small scale noise layer 2. Increasing the scales of these two layers will lead to a more billowy and large scale terrain. So in this case, I'm going to try, for example, 256, and here I'm going to try 32, and let me increase also the displacement, otherwise we won't see much. So you see that now we have a very, billowy terrain, not much sharp angles or corners. This is quite, useful on some occasions. This is the effect you are looking for. Maybe I can increase this a little bit more. So you see, this is now, you can actually see the rounded surface that comes out of the noise map. While on the other hand, if I decrease the noise layer scales, we get the opposite effect. So I'm going to try 32 and 4, decrease the displacement, maybe also even more. All right, and now we are getting really the opposite effect. We get very, peaky terrain with lot of detail. In this case, it's good practice to increase the displacement levels so that you get more geometry and detail. Okay, and as you can see, this is really another outcome of what we had earlier. So according to what are your needs, you may alter these values and displace a surface the way you prefer. And this, of course, as I said, it works on every surface that you apply the snow shader onto. So let me get back where I was. Reset. Okay, and these to 5, and this we get back to 3. So this is the initial settings for the snow shader. So you see, according to how light hits the terrain, the surface, we get glitter, and you can change several things about glitter. You can change the color, density, the strength. So basically there is a lot that you can do here. I'm not going to go into detail. I mean, here we have an unrealistic glitter, so you will have to experiment and enjoy all the several possibilities. So you see, we have here very small glitter. It's barely visible, but maybe this is what is more realistic. You have to give time, of course, to the array preview to compute, and some effects like glitter, of course, they look better with the full render. And you can change, of course, also the color and density, etc. I usually leave glitter white because it's the most visible one. Then we have the translucency. I never touch these settings because I like the way the shader works out of the box, but feel free to experiment and change all these parameters as you like. Tracks. I already I already show how tracks work in a previous video, but again, you just simply select a texture, a map texture, black and white, and you can set the track depth. Sorry, one. Okay, and you see you have footprints or tracks in the snow. You can control the depth from here, and yeah, this is pretty much it. I think I'm not missing any particular step, and yeah, I think this is it, and I hope you will have fun using Materia and the real snow shader.